What up, YouTube? Asian Persuasion here, YCS Memphis, here with my boy Slim. And what did you do today, man?
I won first place at the YCS Memphis regional flight number 5. Yeah, number 5. That's important.
Number 5, baby.
I don't go to regionals anymore because of Johnny. I've been going to every single YCS. I flew from Cali to Kansas so we could drive 8 hours to this YCS, and I lost on the bubble, but I played the exact same deck. So yeah.
All right, let's get it.
So I guess we're going to Dallas. I guess we're going to Jersey and then Dallas.
You already know, brother.
Yeah, it's not a lie. I actually did something, but it's whatever.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, the finals was the only real game that mattered the most. So yeah, I played Denny's list. Shout out to Denny. He made what, top 16?
Yep, Denny Boost. There you go.
Shout out to him, and shout out to Dak, who's back there. No, I watched his deck profile on Johnny's channel, and then saw Denny's list, and literally it was a combination of his list and someone else's list, and it was like insane. And Johnny played it too and got 36th. But the deck was insane. I think there's like 1 card difference, but we'll get into it. So
yeah, for sure.
It's Mekk-Knight Invoked. I didn't play 60. I took a break.
Not 60.
And
that's the name of the deck. Not 60.
It's not 60. It's 42 actually. So yeah.
It's
okay.
It's
3 Alistair. It's Invoked deck. 3 purple. This is the best one. It's just big, and it's a wind-up rabbit, wind-up factory, which is good. 2 blue. A lot of people are going to question this. I questioned it forever and ever and ever, and I thought this makes absolutely no sense because blue is like one of the best ones. But Denny said, what are you going to do when you open up a hand of all Mekk-Knights and no way to Alistair, which I know sounds crazy because you have 9 copies, but a lot of times it just didn't matter. So believe it or not, 2 is okay. I'm not 100% sure if I'll keep playing 2 because I still think 3 is correct, but because you play Desire, so it's like, you never know, but yeah, card's good. Wind-up rabbit, this thing just searches. If your opponent plays bad into the columns, you search 2, which is ridiculous. Happened a couple times, though. And then the 1 garnet brick. He's actually not bad because he's 24, and you just move him around and do stuff. That's it. That's it for the Mekk-Knight. It's a little Mekk-Knight count. I don't play red. I don't play yellow, any of those ones. They don't really do anything. People argue red's okay, but I don't like it. It feels like a brick all the time. It's only 2,300, so it can't get around as many good cards as you think it could. So yeah. And I don't want my Mekk-Knights in the grave, like to where I have to banish them to do that. Like it didn't feel worth it to me. Yellow's okay, I guess, if you want to pop anti-spell, but I didn't get anti-spelled all weekend, even in the main event. All right, so that's for that. Hand trapped. We played 10, so 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 2 Ogre, and 2 Veiler. Ash is insane. It's still good against pretty much everything. It makes Purgatrio, which is how you beat Pendulums. So this card's nuts. The difference between my deck and Denny's deck, I think, Johnny, did you play 3 Droll?
Yeah, it was 3 Droll too.
Okay, so Denny played a 3rd Ogre, and I just played to play a 3rd Droll. Again, Dak said how broken Droll and Lockbird was, and it was absolutely insane. It made it to where I didn't get FTK'd, so the card's nuts. It's good against Draco. And this is like, whatever, like you want to hit the Electromite, you want to hit the Diagram. I can't really think of too many cards you really want to hit with Ogre, to be honest. Like, that really actually came up, so Droll was good. Plus, it makes Raijin. We play Raijin.
Yeah.
Yep. Veiler, I mean, I Veilered a Tin Can. That was cool.
Hey.
No, Veilering Alistair is kind of how you win the mirror. You Veiler the Alistair, or you Ash the Alistair, and they lose. Yeah. Because they have no play. And last thing was main 2 Kaijus. Masterpiece. Yeah. It's a pain in the ass. It gets rid of one of the negates of the Pendulum boards, too. Yeah. If they're playing that roll build, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Shout out to Paul. Happy birthday. Alright, that's monsters. It's 21 monsters. Spells, 3 Meltdown, 3 Terraforming. That's your 9 Alistairs. Best thing about this, you can just set it, and yeah, you create your column with it. 3 Mind Control should definitely not be at 3. I need supers. If anyone has supers from the video game that are English, let me know. I don't like playing the commons. I like the supers a lot. Only 2 Invocation. Again, Dak. This is all like a lot, because I watched a lot of deck profiles for Mekk-Knight Invoked. A lot of people didn't know, but I took a break from 60 after the ARG because I got FTK'd to hell playing that deck, and I watched, like, I tried 3 and then I went to 2 and then I listened to the reasoning. You draw this without Alistair, it's dead unless you're playing the mirrors. So 2 was actually perfect. I never banished both unless I purposely just needed to draw cards. I was going to kill them with Mekk-Knights anyway, so 2 was actually perfect. You only need 1 and 1 Alistair to keep your engine going, so solid. And then 2 Desires. It's Desires, it's Pot of Greed. You just don't play 3, but it's cool. You can just set your column, and then draw cards. Yeah. Probably the MVP, though. I'm not even gonna lie. It was probably 2 Spellbook of Knowledge.
That card's broken.
This card is absolutely insane because if they Ash your Alistair, you can Knowledge, draw 2, and if you draw Invocation, well, you basically just, you just do your whole play. The other thing is we play Thousand Eyes Restrict, so you can do this, create a column by taking your opponent's monster, special a Mekk-Knight, and then you can Knowledge away, draw 2 cards, and then it clears up your extra monster zone, and it it takes the 1,000 Restrict off the field so you can attack. So it was good. And only 2 copies of Scapegoat. I actually agreed with this. At first I wasn't sure, but it was like, if you draw 2 copies, it sucks. You can only ever really resolve 1. So, but this card is insane because it just says make Borreload or make Saryuja. But I was making Borreload a lot, and that was just game against pretty much almost any deck. Like unless they could Borreload me back, it was like game. Then 2 Instant Fusions. This is the DAC card, and this card was the absolute nut. Like it summons Thousand Eyes Restrict and Raijin. And I mean, you just take a monster and you knowledge or you link or whatever, and you just win. Or you do the play where you have Meltdown and then this and this. Then you just book one of their monsters and they can't respond because Meltdown's on the field. So plus you can set it and create a column and then do stuff. So this alone will create a column, which is nuts. So yeah, it's a good card. And then last thing we did is we made 2 evenly matched because Draco sucks to play against. It's not really that good. It's good against Rogue. It's not that good against really anything else, but I didn't see it that much. But you have those instances where you can hold them in hand, you can negate your opponent's random traps. Yeah, and then they're just like, you play traps? I'm like, yeah, I do. So that's a deck. It's AKA Denny's deck, 42 cards.
Denny Vu.
Yeah, Denny Vu, you built a really good deck that I like, even though you stole it from Dak.
Yeah.
Extra deck, 3 Macabre. You need 3 to grind in the mirror. I played 2 mirrors in Swiss and a mirror in the finals of this little side event thingy, and I just wanted them. I wanted them because they come up a lot, and it's good. And then 1 Purgatrio, 1's enough. You only summon it when you're going to kill them, and that's what I did to Pendulum Magicians every time, if I could. Yeah, just Purgatrio them, drop an Alistair, it's pretty much game. Even if they float through the Black Fang, you just punch over the next card they bring out. It's just more game. Then 1 Raijin. We can make it because we play Joel and Lockbird. We can also make it with Instant Fusion, and like I said, you can book it to where it'll stay, so you keep a monster. It's got 2,400 defense, so that's kind of relevant. It's just good against like random decks that need, you know, if they ever summon to the extra monster zone that's not a link, you just book it, and then they just really can't play for the rest of the turn. So card was good. Then Elysium is absolutely insane. I summoned this card a lot, like a ton. I didn't think I would, but every mirror I played, I summoned this, and it won the game by itself. I didn't even use its effect. It was just big. It just won the game. So this card's good. This card's really, really good. And then MVP for Instant Fusion, Thousand Eyes Restrict. They didn't see it coming. A lot of people thought I was going to play Millennium Eyes, and I'll be honest, I don't even know what that card does. I think it stops hand traps, but this card it lets me draw and lets me steal something and create a column. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't play that one over Millennium Eyes. I'm sure there's a reason, but yeah. Then Lynx, because we play Scapegoat, the 1s, the 2s. This card is insane. I don't know how this is a common, to be honest. It should have been, for real. Played this. I never summoned it. They made me like literally decide between this and Mrs. Radiant. Radiant probably would have been better because I could have made it off Scapegoat, and it was another way to not use proxy, but whatever. I could have got Kumungus back, but it never came up. So I know this card's good though because it's one of the only outs to what is it, anti-spell and some other random cards. So card is actually not horrible. It just didn't come up at all in any of the rounds of Swiss or any of the rounds of this little fun thing we did. Then 1 Decode, this came up a lot. I actually played VCTRFS in, shout out to you bro, in Swiss, and in game 3, I made this, taking his Electromite and my guy, and then I just OTK'd him with Purgatrio in that, so Decode's insane. And then, this is the best, I think, everyone says Saryuja, and I'll agree, they're both good, we play both, but this card is absolutely insane, and man, we were making a mistake never playing this in 60. Like, we should have. Like, mistakes were made. We even admitted. We even side decked it, and that was a mistake. This card is just, you win. Like, you absolutely win with this card, so.
Too good.
Yeah, that's it. Extra deck, and then my DT tokens. Yeah, my DT tokens. Shout out to Imperium for the dope sleeves that make them look DT.
Yeah.
Alright, extra deck, 2 Lancia, mirror match, I guess 60, never played 60, but I guess 60, anything that banishes, just like weird stuff, I guess. It's a light for Macabre, so that's good. This is the MVP though, against the mirror. You just side this, and of course barrier, because they're gonna make you go first, but you just side this, and if you draw into this off knowledge or off of desires or whatever, like, you summon this, like if you create your column, and you have a Mekk-Knight, a Macabre, and this, I mean, they have to try to get around this, which is almost impossible to do. If they Raigeki you just discard a spell and negate it, so they can't really out this card. Guy in the regional flight, game 2 of round 1, was playing World Chalice and summoned Christia on me, and I was like, oh, that's like a Dyna. So we went to game 3 because I couldn't out that card. I didn't draw Raigeki and I didn't draw Mind Control, so yeah, Mind Control probably wouldn't have mattered anyway, and I didn't draw Chalice either, so yep. Chalice is good too. Out to the Zexal lock, and I mean you can even set this, and if they go mono Watto, just hit it, and then your hand traps are live again, so that's good. And then Raigeki, because we didn't main deck it. It's good. It's a good going second card, but I think it was just better in the side. I don't think I Raigeki'd anyone, to be honest. I don't think I did. It was bad. I don't know. 3 barrier because it beats Pendulum in the mirror, unless they have a million Mekk-Knights. And then shout out to James Slade. These are the most loyal Unending Nightmares I've ever seen, and I think you're letting me have these, so you're a god for that. These are insane because every round of Swiss when I sided against Pendulums, I drew just one, and I always had it with Makaba, and it was game. So let me play to a 3rd round if I get FTK'd. So this card's insane. This card just destroys Pendulum Magicians. So that card's good. I think the last card is 2 Heavy Storm Duster. They're always gonna make you go first. Twin Twister is cool. Like obviously you can shotgun it, but this you don't have to discard anything, and you can just set it, create a column, and then when they try to do anything, like it's really good against Draco. Just hitting Diagram alone, or if they are careless and set 1 card and then activate Diagram, you hit both.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then if it's a trap and they try to hit your purple guy, you just tag out. So you have nothing for them to hit. So so that's pretty good. So yep, that's pretty much it, man. I got a lot of shout outs. Shout out number 1 to my girlfriend Tiffany. You're amazing.
Johnny points.
Shout out to my brother, my family, Johnny Wynn.
Yeah, that's my boy.
I came all the way to Kansas, so we go to this event together. We've been going to every YCS. He's the reason why I continue to play the game competitively.
Oh,
yeah, he's my family. I love him. I'm not embarrassed to say it, but he's my brother. Shout out to Hector first.
Boy.
This field center is broken. It has been broken since forever.
God's plan.
Absolute magic.
God's plan.
You don't even understand. I lost a round in Swiss, and I'm sure I lost just because I lost, but I forgot to put this on my mat, and I lost.
Well, it's there now.
Yeah.
It's on the mat.
Shout out to Dank Deals.
Boom.
Yeah, to all the Dank Deals. You guys are my favorite team.
We housed you, brother.
Yeah, you guys housed me for this event. Everything. You guys are amazing. I think I got a list somewhere. Shout out to Denny because this is your deck.
It's Denny.
Yeah, Denny, you built an insane deck. Like, I know we give you shit, but my God, you built a hell of a Mekk-Knight deck, and that's why you topped. So, and then shout out to my brother Jerry in Reno. He was the one who told me give 60 arrests. He's told me that like multiple events in a row, and I never listened to him. And he's wanted me to just play Mekk-Knights. So shout out to him. I love him. He's my brother. And shout out to James Slate, who is my brother. My dad, and my nephew, and now one of my spirit animals, because he let me borrow the Unending Nightmares. I couldn't find them, and he just let me borrow his, and they were insane. So yeah,
he's a god.
And just shout out to everyone that makes this game amazing. Shout out to Paul Cooper because it's your birthday, bro.
Hey, we them boys.
Shout out to Manav for giving me a reason to play Yu-Gi-Oh in Seattle.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
There you go,
best player in Seattle. Shout out to Tea Kettle because he makes me laugh a lot. Shout out to Vish because he's the man.
Our boy Visho. Let's go.
And honestly, just shout out to everyone that plays this game because I love this game to death. And if I don't really need a reason to keep playing this game, but you guys keep me in the game. So yeah, I love it to death. And I guess we're going to Nationals now.
We're going to Nationals,
We're going to Nationals now, baby. We're going to Nationals. We're going to Jersey first. Love. Yeah.
And we're going to end on that.
End on that.
All right, peace,
Thank you, guys.